Parents with nanny cams, what have you caught your babysitter doing? I dog sit for some neighbors, one of which told me she has a camera in the living room, dining room for her dogs. You know those ones that dispense treats? Anyways, I thought it was a strange essential oil diffuser until she told me what it was. I was being paid to play with them for an hour, but she found out that I was actually staying for 2 or 3 hours. When she asked me about it, I think I said something like I'd want someone to do the same for my dog. Ever since then she leaves me treats in the kitchen and even got me a Christmas present from the dogs. Watched her outside playing with my dogs. She was dog sitting. Our yellow Labrador and golden retriever puppy started munching the blueberries right now off our blueberry bushes. They know damn well they're not supposed to get into the blueberry patch. We watched our dog sitter run over to them and try to get them to stop. She then ran inside, and ran back out with a bowl. She proceeded to race the dogs for the blueberries. Had to be one of the highlights of our trip. We came home to a bowl of blueberries in the fridge and 2 very guilty puppers. One of the dogs my family had when growing up developed a taste for blackberries. We tried to discourage him from eating them through various means, but nothing was out of reach for him, and he had the ability to tell precisely when they ripened. Even though we had the vines tied up off the ground, he'd still get them. If you caught him in the act, you'd see him on his hind legs giving a careful sniff to identify the ripe ones, then delicately pluck each of them off the vine. God, I miss that blackberry thief. Friends of ours don't have kids but have dogs. They were going out of town and told the dog sitter about all of the cameras, including the one that is outside but sometimes picks up reflections and will actively notify them of motion. The dog sitter seemed to get it, but she forgot to convey that to her boyfriend, who came out and walked around naked quite a bit. I got a nanny cam to keep an eye out for my elderly grandfather, especially when the home aides were there. My grandfather started asking for lots of cash and couldn't remember what was happening to it. A brooch that my aunt was supposed to get disappeared, and then I heard reports of my grandfather being inappropriate with some of the home health aides. He was busted squirreling away his medication that he was supposed to be taking in his chair, giving money to an aide and sexually harassing another aide. I house, dog sit for friends of my parents. The first time I did it, they mentioned they had a security camera by the front door that was motion activated, and I didn't really think anything of it. They were gone for a few weeks. They come home, their 2 giant huskies are happy, I get paid and all was well. A couple weeks later my mom calls me laughing. My parents had dinner with the friends I dog sit for and they showed a video to my parents from the front door cam. Apparently all it showed was me sprinting full speed down the hallway, a dog toy in hand, biggest stupid grin on my face, followed by the 2 huskies running and sliding after me, followed by me, followed by the huskies ... over and over and over and over again. I sit for them as often as I can. We didn't have a nanny cam, but my mom set up the camcorder when she suspected our babysitter was stealing. And then caught the babysitter stealing. She returned most of the stuff when my mom threatened to report her to the police. I think she should still have reported her anyway. Now she probably just went on stealing at other people's places. She's masturbated on my bed. I was the babysitter who was caught. It actually wasn't a nanny cam but a security cam pointed to their back door. They caught me walking outside to smoke a bowl of their weed while the baby was down for a nap. Not my proudest moment, but we're friends and they didn't give a damn about the weed. They just thought it was hilarious when I started talking to the dog about how great the weather was. Not mine but a friend's story. He caught the babysitter blowing his kid. He is 11, he got mad and called the police and arrived and grounded his kid and the babysitter was red in the face. The babysitter was later arrested when they checked the cameras again. I caught my babysitter having sex with my husband. Next time you decide to hire a babysitter, hire a young beautiful blonde with perky breasts and an ass shaped like a melon. Or just don't marry someone who is unfaithful. The family I nanny for told me that their previous nanny got caught doing loads of awful things. The couple that outraged me most were 1, leaving their 3-year-old daughter in the tub with water up to her chest for 2 hours every day while she sat in another room unable to see said child. And 2, once she went to run an errand with the same kid, and their doorbell camera caught her putting kid in car seat, not buckling her, and peeling off. The mom said you could see toddler trying to buckle herself in before they took off. Not me, but my aunt's friend set up a nanny cam because she noticed that every time she changed her child's diaper the child would start crying a lot more than usual. Turns out when they watched the nanny change her diaper, she would use Clorox wipes if they were nearby instead of grabbing the baby wipes. They probably have footage of me getting fucked in every room of the house. And then mopping the floors in every respective room.